we suffered a missed miscarriage, so that meant that I had absolutely no symptoms to tell me that I had miscarried, and we found out at our 13-week scan the baby had passed away at 9 weeks, 3 days. Basically, I lay on the bed as you normally would, and as soon as she basically put the Doppler scanner on me, I knew something was wrong, like the baby wasn't what it was meant to look like at 13 weeks. For me, because I'd had no symptoms, I had sort of started thinking, like the few weeks prior, well, is there something wrong? But when I talked to people, they were like, you're lucky, you know, it's lucky you're not getting any symptoms, you know, you're just having a really nice pregnancy. But I think deep inside me, I was kind of like, well, is this kind of normal? So when I got told, for me, yes, massive shock, but at the same time, it kind of explained why I wasn't having heaps of symptoms. And for Simon, it was probably more of a shock for you.
It was, because I just walked in there expecting to see the baby. But.
And his face was just shock, like, so that was hard to see him go through it as well. The midwife just basically said she was sorry, that she would have someone call me the next day and they would talk through basically the 3 steps that I would need to go through to basically remove that baby from me. I, first of all, chose the pills. I didn't really have a chance to go talk to other people about that, but I took them, and that I thought they worked, but they didn't. So I still had a little bit of the baby inside me, and I was starting to have, like, I think it was about 3 weeks post taking the pills, started to have sort of cramps, and I was like, something's not right. So I went to the hospital, they did a scan and found that there was still blood supply going to that sort of area. And so I ended up having to have the D&C, or EPOC, which they call it. It was quite an intense time. One, because I didn't really have a chance to talk to other people that had been through the same thing. At that time I didn't know of many, I only knew of one other. 2, their experience with the pills as well hadn't worked for them, so had I known that, I might have gone straight for the EPOC's procedure. You were 13 weeks old today, with your birth date marked on our calendar for May. At 7 weeks, we saw your little heartbeat at our very first scan. We started to tell our family and friends of our newly made plans. I wrote a poem within days of basically losing the baby, and that helped for me to bring it out of myself and put it on a paper. And I also found, by sharing, and this isn't for everyone, but I shared on Facebook that we had lost our baby, and the amount of support and everything that came through that one post, which was posting my poem and then saying if anyone needs to, if they go through this, that they can come and talk to us, like, we're here. We actually managed to deal with it with the support that came from that, through people who had also suffered miscarriages, through just genuine people checking in every few days.
Yeah, family, friends, just even close by.
Like, people sent us flowers, cupcakes. It was just incredible, the support. Like, we didn't expect that, and just a message or just a hug was enough.
Yeah.
I told my work early on, and they knew everything, and all of them were really fantastic. They just really supportive if I needed anything. My boss was, if you need to take more days off, if you need to go home, if you need to just go for a walk, just do it. He was, really, really good. If I needed to support someone going through a miscarriage, well, obviously would have that in common, that I would be able to talk them through my experience and what I found scary or what helped me or things like that. But then I feel like everybody's different. Some people are closed books, some people are open. So for me, I would just be there to talk if they needed someone to talk to who'd been through it, or just to ask a question, or just even a hug.
And don't just say it's so common.
Yeah.
You'll get past it. Like, that's not what they want to hear.
Not
not
right
what they need
at
to hear.
that time. Yeah.
No, they will obviously figure that out as time goes on, as people come out of the woodworks around them and talk about their experiences, but just be there for them, really.
Yeah. One thing with Simon as well, he's got a lot of good mates, and you know they are supportive, but they were silently supportive. They didn't really message him.
They admitted that they didn't know what to say, so they said nothing at all. When they could have just said,
"Bro, are you alright?" You know, just something that or thinking of you.
But they were always there, obviously.
It's actually, in a weird way, brought us closer together. Like we feel stronger
straight away.
We support each other more. We're able to talk about things a lot more. It's actually a crazy experience in a way. Like, we lost our baby, but it's brought us closer.
Yeah, a complete negative, but we're more positive now. Yeah.
We bought a car the day we went for our 13-week scan.
Yeah, it was like a celebration.
Even because we wanted to upgrade for baby, but I'd even said, maybe we should wait till tomorrow. And he's like, oh, well, no, we'll need one regardless. And I was like, but what if something goes wrong? I didn't
want to have negative thoughts. I was just like, nah, not going to happen.
Yeah, so we signed the paperwork, went for our scan and found out we had lost our baby.
And then the car was like, oh, cool, we've got a car.
Yeah, the car was really bittersweet. Like, everyone's like, how's your new car? And we're kind of like, well, yeah, it's kind of, yeah.
But one day we'll put a baby seat in it.
Yeah, one day. Yeah.